I was gonna bring this up a bit earlier, but then I totally forgot because, you know, standard, when I go into a battle, forget what I'm gonna say in the intro. But, on PO, some people have been saying they've been seeing me under, like, my YouTube alias or just something having to do with Wild or Wild Chase or something like that. I don't go on PO under Wild Chase, anything like that. I don't do that, and I don't go on PO that much. So if you play me, or if you play someone with my name combination or something on PO, it's not me. So don't think it's me. But anyways, hey guys, it's Wild. We got a match here today against Demo LOL. It's a UU match. I'm actually using a team from Cheese075. It is a kind of generic team, but still his team after all. But we got a Specs Kingdra, Scarf Physical Victini, Standard Hitmontop, Standard Defensive Roserade, SD Mew, which is an interesting thing, and then Standard Bronzong. So that's my team going in. Looking at his team, like, potential threats on his end, his Kingdra is going to be a little bit annoying just to me personally, but I can get around it. And then Crocodile, once Hitmontop's gone, can do a lot of damage, so I just got to watch for that. And then Darmanitan, that too, but I should be able to handle that a bit better than Crocodile and Kingdra. So once I get those two out of the way, rest of the team should be easy peasy lemon squeezy. But potential leads from his end, I'm thinking he'll want to go off with Nidoqueen or Porygon, because that seems like they'd be good choices. So I figure, alright, let's see what Specs Kingdra should be able to do a lot of damage with anything possible. So let's just do that. So like I said, he leads off with Nidoqueen. I got Kingdra, so I know he doesn't know I'm Specsed yet, so I feel like I should go for Surf, because then he probably thinks he can take a hit and start to get hazards up, but he decides to go right out to Porygon as I go for Surf, and it'll do a little bit. Looks like it's about a 3 KO, and I know I can at least take one hit since he didn't get a download boost in special attacks, so, you know, I can just continue to Surf, and eventually he'll die, so that's not a bad thing for me, and get him down pretty low. He goes for Discharge, does not paralyze me, luckily enough, does really nothing, so I'm free to go for another Surf, even though it is probable he's going to switch, which he does out to his own Kingdra, which I'm thinking, okay, this is probably going to be a DD Kingdra. And then again, I'm not really sure yet. So let's just go to Bronzong, because it can take a hit or two, and then I can figure it out later what to do. But he double switches out to his Roserade, so I'm like, okay, let's just go get rocks going. I should be able to take at least one hit. That HP fired, that was way too much, so I'm like, fuck, no, I am not staying in there. So I go to Victini, knowing he won't predict the switch out, just want to kill Bronzong, so just take that HP fire very, very nicely. And he's going to switch out to his Porygon just to die. I just went for U-turn knowing he'd want to switch out in general, so you know, that's the game plan there, and I just take him out, so that is a dead Porygon. I mean, it was useless anyway, so it's like whatever. But decided to go to Mew, because looking at his team, Mew should be able to threaten out a lot of his guys, so I figure it's just the safest thing right now. So he brings Darmanitan, just go for Zen Headbutt just to see how much it'll do. Hopefully it'll take him out, but it's Sliver. Fuck. I mean, he'll die from rocks when he comes back in, but that U-turn damage is way too much that I don't want to take. So that really sucks, because now Mew is basically just death fodder. If I tried to switch, then, you know, I would die, and if I stayed in, I would die. So basically it's just dead at this point, so whatever. Kills me off Crocodile. I'm gonna go to Hitmontop though, because obviously obviousness stuff. But I know he's going to want to switch out to, like, Nidoqueen or... Well, not exactly Nidoqueen, just something else besides the fucking thing. So I go to Victini, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can take one hit and fire off a Zen Headbutt. And he actually carries Protect, and I'm like, what? That's weird. And I decide to stupidly go for another. I'm like, wait a second, he has Crocodile. So he brings that in, pursues me, but I live with 2, so that is actually pretty special. And, you know, Victini will still have a use then, so that's always nice. But... bring in Hitmontop, because obviously obviousness stuff, and he's going to go back out to Nidoqueen as I predict that and go to Kingdra, so now I can start going for moves with things and reasons. But he's just going to go into Darmanitan as Death Fodder, because that's all it's good for, and you might as well see what I'd go for, because I think at this point he does assume I'm Specs. So he's going to go to his own Kingdra, and I can't stay in there, so I figure, alright, let's go to him on top. He's probably a Dragon Dancing one, so I can, plus, the fact that I don't see Life Orb yet. He hasn't attacked yet, but I figure, alright, let's just go right for close combat. Just fuck it. I should be able to take hits well enough. Plus, we'll get to scout out to see what kind of Kingdra he is. And it looks like he is a Resto Chesto. So I assume, alright, let's go to Roserade. And then I can go back into Hitmontop later to get another Intimidate off. So, that's the game plan. So he does go for rest, and he is Chesto. So he wakes up. I figure, okay, well, I can take one move, then switch back out to Hitmontop. So go for Sludge Bomb, and I actually score the poison on him, which is pretty nice because that will wear him down a lot and make it a lot easier for me. So believe here, I just go right back after him on top and then, you know, intimidate shit, and then I can take the outrage fairly easily. So that's the game plan, and that's actually what happens because, you know, what else would happen? Well, then again, a lot could happen, but go for Sucker Punch since he's still locked into outrage, and yeah. I mean, I don't like that outrage damage, but it's not doing too much, so it's not a huge deal. But his thingy will wear off this turn. I'm like, I don't know what he's going to do. He might rest, so just in case he does, I'm going to go for close combat just to get some damage off. And he gets confused, so he just dies, so that's cool for me. But he goes into Nidoqueen now, and I forget what I actually do. I think I go back into Kingdra, I'd like to say. No, I go into Bronzong. I don't know why I went into Bronzong. I guess thinking I could take on any hit Nidoqueen wants to go for. But he double switches out to Krookodile, gets a defense drop on the Crunch, and a Gyro Ball. But now, since he's locked into Crunch, and I figured that my Hitmontop can take it, just going to go right to that. But he does predict that can go to Nidoqueen, so we won't know if I could have taken a Crunch or not. But not a huge deal, because, you know, now I don't have to take a Crunch. But he goes into Nidoqueen, so obviously I got to switch back out. The question is, what do I switch to? I think I switched back out to Kingdra this time. Yep, Kingdra's this time, and he's just going to go for Earth Power, because it'll hit Hitmontop. I don't know if he's gone for Ice Beam yet or not, but I kind of figure out his full moveset a little bit later. But here I went for Ice Beam because I thought, alright, he's got this, he's got Krookodile, he's got Roserade. None of those want to take an Ice Beam, so I figured that's the best move, and I'm like, fuck, damn it, why'd I do that? I should have just surfed. Would have still done a decent chunk to the Roserade, but oh well. Gonna go into Victini now, and go for another Zen Headbutt like a dumbass. But here he thinks, alright, gonna lock myself into Crunch. I should be able to kill everything with Crunch, so I might as well just do that. And he doesn't even bother to kill Victini because he doesn't see it as a threat. But you'll see later it is a threat. But going to Hitmontop, and I take that shit very well. And, yeah. But I do predict him to go out. Go into Roserade, predicting Nidoqueen, and then I can just start Giga Draining, or I can just start resting, or I can just start doing anything of anything, you know? Really, with this Nidoqueen, I should have pretty free reign against it, because it can't damage me too badly since I am special defensive. But he does show he has the Ice Beam, and then his last move is probably some Hazard. I'm going to assume Toxic Spikes, which is why he hasn't gone for it. So I do feel safe in going for Rest, and then eventually what I can do is go out to Bronzong, who can essentially wall Nidoqueen. So that's actually pretty special that I have a pretty good wall to it. So eventually, after all this after turn shit, gonna go out into Bronzong, because, like I said, all he's got is Ice Beam and Earth Power as far as I know. But he goes out to Roserade on that turn, so I'm like, shit, that's not good. I do need Bronzong, because it's my best option to Nidoqueen at this moment, and it will give me a little bit of extra leeway. So I gotta sack Hitmontop. It's not as useful as it could be. As long as I predict right with my Victini, I shouldn't have a problem. So I'm gonna go out to Victini, and I again stupidly go for Zen Headbutt, I think. Or, no, I go for U-turn. That's right. I go for U-turn this turn. And just going to U-turn out into Bronzong. And I can start firing off Earthquakes at that point. Nothing on his team wants to take it otherwise, because Roserade's just going to take way too much damage from it. So he feels Nidoqueen is the most useless guy in his team. So he's just going to let that go. And I actually just take him out with one Earthquake. So that works out for me. But now he's going to go into Roserade. I'm thinking, okay. After Stealth Rocks and that little bit of Life Orb he's going to get, Victini should be able to take it out with a U-turn, I would think, because Roserade does not have the best defense in the world. So I can go into Victini, go for a U-turn, then go into my own Roserade. If he still lives, should only have enough Life Orbs so that he can only hit me one more time. And then I'll just be able to go back into Victini and kill off his Krookodile. But I do just straight take him out. And then if Roserade dies here, like I said, I got Victini, so I can just do that. But hope you guys enjoyed. Let's see, LP part will be up later. So yeah, that's it for this battle video. So hope you guys enjoyed. Such bleh. Rick, comment, sub, and later, guys.